The only thing left on the meat aisle was some nasty looking prepackaged sausage stuff.
Huh.
All the hamburger was gone. All the steak was gone. All the roast was gone. All the chicken was gone. It was just amazing.
Good morning, everyone. It's Valerie, otherwise known as Chick Picker.
Chick Picker.
Top of the morning to ya. It is St. Patty's Day.
Yay. St. Patty, save us from devastation and wow.
Sorry. Had an issue there.
Yeah,
Let's see.
I did too.
Hang on. Let me get fixed up here. All right. Get you going here. Let's get over here and get the chat up.
I wonder how much green beer is going to be just thrown out now because all the bars are closed.
Yeah. I don't know what's wrong with my chat. Try reloading the page. Come on, chat. Okay, I think we got that. Okay, Valerie. We've heard enough of you. There we go. There we go. We got it. Get everybody up and going. All right. Get you on live chat. Oh my gosh. Hang on here. Technical difficulties. Count. Chick Picker.
We need some luck.
Come on. I got my lucky shirt on today. Cha-ching. Maybe that'll do something for us.
That's a pretty bad looking clover right there.
Sales were in the toilet, in the turlet yesterday.
I got
Oh my.
I got 5 low value items going out. Yay.
That's good. Well, better than a kick in the pants. Right.
Yep.
I think we're good. I think I got it all figured out. Oh my gosh. Maybe. Man, that took a long time. There's your clover for the day. Yeah. Good morning. Let me go through the chat real quick. Say good morning. We've got Hank in there and Fishing and Picking. And we got Beth, Reseller Rowboat. There's Julie. She says, Todd, you're quite the artist.
Yeah, it's a pretty sad looking clover right there.
Looks pretty good. Doesn't look too bad. I hope everybody's doing good. Staying positive. Shirley asked if anybody's selling toilet paper. There ain't no toilet paper to be found. We can't sell it if we ain't got it. Hey there, Mr. Lord Ahab. Good morning, good morning. Haven't seen you in a coon's age.
Mm-hmm.
Trying to keep positive. Good morning, Mike. Yeah. So, I mean, if you're down in the dumps, just put some green on, and if you're not wearing green, pinch yourself. You're not dreaming. This is real life. I did hear about that, Beth. Yes, I did, about David Jeffers.
What's the story?
He had to put, so he's the general manager of a movie theater, and he had to basically lay off all of his employees until further notice, basically. And yeah, that was rough, I'm sure. But I mean, that's the way it's going right now.
Do we know David Jeffers? I don't think I know.
Yeah,
him.
He's Thrift Daddy.
Oh,
Thrift Daddy? Yeah, I think it's Thrift Daddy. Yeah, he's David Jeffers. He he had to take on a full-time job and got a general manager position, and I mean, that sucks that he had to lay off 20 employees, but that's the way things are going right now.
yeah.
We just kind of have to duck and weave and do. Yeah, Thrifty Dad. Okay, Thrifty Dad.
So a friend of mine in Saudi Arabia laid off his 15 workers and locked his office door. Just nuts out there, folks. I realize that's half a world away, but
that's what's going on, all around us. People are getting laid off. I mean, that's just the way it's going right now.
mm-hmm.
You have to be thankful, that you have this job to fall back on. I mean, even though it's not very lucrative right now for me. Of course, I have to work it, and that's the thing too. But there's nothing in stone. There's nothing in guaranteed. That's why it's always good to have a little something in your back pocket, for these rough times. I'm liking the new picture on YouTube. Well, thanks. Yes, we have the opportunity to keep working and stay busy. And I think that's a lot of it. I think we just have to work through it and use the time to get some things listed, and yeah, better than twiddling your thumbs. I mean, unless you run a channel where people like to watch you twiddle thumbs. Maybe that's lucrative. I don't know, Hank. It may be. Get your YouTube channel up and running. Do some shows. I mean, in reality, these are the times where you can, think of different ways you can up your game a little bit. And, if you wanted to do start a YouTube show and and have that stream of income coming through. It ain't much unless you got like millions of viewers, but you got to start somewhere. Good morning there, Frankie. How you doing? We got to get through this. That's a fact. So, I was yesterday. I woke up and I was like, okay, we're getting this done. We're gonna get a bunch of listings up, and seems like I just jinxed myself or something. It was not good because let's see. I wasn't really planning on going to Walmart, and then the more I started thinking about it, the more I thought I probably need to make another trip. So I got a few things listed, and then I decided to go ahead and venture out. And
Yeah.
It
What was
wasn't-
your Walmart experience like?
it wasn't bad. I mean, to me, it was just like there was nothing going on,
Really?
Yeah. I mean, there wasn't people rushing. There wasn't people, acting crazy or anything like that. Of course, there was no toilet paper on the shelf. There was no paper products whatsoever on the shelf. But there was no eggs. And then there was no bread. But, I mean, there really wasn't. And I asked the cashier, I said, are you guys doing anything different? Did your hours change? And she goes, nope, we're still doing the same thing. So I was like, well,
we went to Walmart yesterday and there was no chicken, no pork, no beef, no meat. There was some frozen turkeys in the frozen aisle.
Huh.
That's why I got
about
canned
it
meat.
for meat.
Morning, Lori.
Good morning. They just found out the nursing home, one of the speech therapists has been quarantined. She was there Friday. And they thought Teresa was the one that took her temperature at the door, but she wasn't. So she's not been exposed to it, thank God.
Oh my
But they're
God.
looking to they told the employees they better pack a bag because they're getting to lock down the whole building, nobody in or out. So
That would
great.
suck. So Frankie says, I've stumbled on a video I think y'all have to see. As eBay sellers, this is something everyone needs to be aware of. eBay's new rules have gone into place and sellers are screwed. What?
Huh?
If you have that link, yeah, this is a video of what happened to eBay sellers. Okay. Yeah, she put a link in there, so if you want to watch that. Yeah, Amazon is restricting products what could be sent into FBA. So, Well, I will definitely have to take a look at that.
Hi, Hank, Jennifer, and Maggie. Your chat just popped up on my little chat's a little slow. I'm wearing green. I got a green label on, and I got my green beer bottle opener.
There you go. There you go.
Oh, I've already seen the Nick Hills video.
Oh.
And he did get a response from eBay. They I think they're taking care of him.
Okay. But I mean, we got to be ready. That's what we do. We, we duck and weave. We, whatever comes our way, we just have to make do and figure it out and, You know, everything's going to be okay.
Mm-hmm.
That's what I have to keep telling myself, because you know, it's scary out there. If you think of the how bad it can get,
Mm-hmm.
you know, you'll go nuts. Now, granted, yesterday I did not choose the right movies, I think, to watch.
How would you watch Outbreak?
I was watching. I watched the new War of the Worlds, and then I watched what was the other one that I was watching? There was another one that I was watching. I can't remember what it was, but yeah, those were probably not the best choice of things to be watching. But yeah. Let's see.
Did you see that video somebody posted on Facebook? They show this guy leaving a salon or something, or getting his hair cut. And there's a guy standing outside. I guess he's looking to see if the place is open or not. And the guy walks out and he coughs real hard. And he starts walking like a zombie. Guy took off as fast as he can run.
Oh my gosh. Oh my
god! You gotta
God.
have a little bit of humor with what's going on, you know,
Yeah.
just a little bit. I just thought
Definitely.
that was funny. Can't let it get to
Definitely.
your head and make you crazy.
No, because it will. It will affect your whole, you know, your whole day,
And
your
I
whole
watched
life.
an Instagram concert of what's his name, Keith Urban. They were doing it from their warehouse in Nashville. It was just him playing the guitar, and his drummer was doing like the track, the background music track, and Nicole's dancing around the warehouse. It was good. You know, he said they had to stop their concert, and he wanted to play.
Right.
So he just impromptu an Instagram concert. And it was about 3:00 this morning. I found it. It was aired last night, but you know, I was awake, so I watched it. It was pretty good.
Huh.
So I guess a bunch of other musicians are starting to follow suit and do that we're supposed to have concerts and things like that that's been canceled. They're finding ways to bring it to you on, you know, online. So take your mind off of things.
Yeah. Well, that's one way to do it.
Yeah.
You know, because of the internet, I'm proud, you know, that to say that the internet is still, you know, accessible. So I mean, at least we can do that, you know.
And still keep in contact this way and do our normal thing. And
yeah, you know, you can keep in contact with family and friends, and you know, make sure everybody's okay. And yeah, definitely. Let's see. Frankie says, y'all, we're talking about lockdowns. Dallas County in Texas has closed schools indefinitely until further notice. There's actually some schools that I've heard that have done that. Yeah, eBay sales are down compared to the last 30. Yeah, I mean, that's going to happen. We're going to see that you know, decline. I mean, it's just like, you know, the stock market, you know. So, but I just don't, in my area, I just really haven't noticed that big of a, I don't know, that big of a deal yet. And maybe it's just because it's small town USA, you know.
The school where my wife teaches, they are bringing the teachers back on Thursday to learn the systems on Thursday and Friday so that they can start online classes to get the kids taught at home. But the logistics are that a lot of students don't have internet at home, so
that's true. How do
they're working through those problems. That's one of the major problems with it. But
yeah,
I kind of think on Monday they may be doing online classes at her school for
Yeah.
the students. So, but every school's different. Every school in Texas has a different amount of
Sure.
capability to do
Hmm.
online classes and such.
I would think that that would be one of the biggest hiccups is, either people not having internet and or computers,
Yeah. Well, the kids at my wife's school, each student in the junior high and high school have a school-owned notebook or
Okay.
tablet or something
Right.
that is checked out to them, and that's what they do their work on while they're
Okay.
at school and while they're doing their homework at home.
Okay.
So,
Well, that's good. That's a
but
plus.
I don't know what they're doing for elementary and kindergarten and stuff like that haven't even really started work on computer much yet.
Yeah. Huh. It's crazy out there. But, that's the thing is we got to keep moving. We got to keep going. Keep our heads up.
Dallas County down indefinitely. That's a large school system. That may be hundreds of thousands of students.
Wow. Yeah, Frankie says where I am, Parker County isn't doing that yet. So, yeah. What's going on with you, Lori?
Not much. Just I got my what they call the men's junk drawer in. I bought off Macari. It's a bunch of vintage tie tacks and tie bars and cufflinks. So I got about 70 pieces to work through and list.
Good.
And I bought about 80 vintage watches. Weirdo, get out of here. Like Mickey Mouse and stuff like that the other day. So and some there's the lady's thrown in a Zapata watch that she came across.
Uh-huh.
So
That's
I
a
looked
good
those
brand.
up to they're like 40 to $70.
Mm-hmm.
So a bunch of different little odds and ends. I love looking at the watches and listing them, even if they're only like $12. They sell. I sell them between $9 and up,
Yeah.
So and they're an easy list. So
I sold a watch yesterday for $6 plus shipping.
Wow.
But they're easy lists, they're easy packing,
Yeah.
and so it's just I like doing it. So because I've accumulated a lot of watches over the last few years of buying jewelry bags, so
Mm-hmm.
kind of got into those. I don't know how long I had that Seiko watch sitting here. It's probably been here maybe a year, and I didn't even realize I had it. So, but that's what happens when you have death piles of stuff, and you
That's
can't
right.
pass up deals, And I can't pass up a good deal. It's like, God, that's a lot of watches for, I think it was like $60. It's like, and she's going to ship it to me. So for $6, I'm like, oh yeah, I'll take that. I can, sell 10 of them, make my money back, and the rest is all gravy. So
Yep.
that's the way I look at it. So, but jewelry right now is an easy list with, because I up walking around doing stuff, but in the evenings my knee swells up a little bit still.
Yeah.
So then if I do too much, like yesterday, I went with my sister and we did the lights. Well, she did all the climbing up and changing everything up in the little medians and stuff and the landscaping, but I still got out and would help her, step up in there and stuff. So just getting in and out of my truck was a kind of a pain, because I was
Yeah.
driving. So it swelled up a little bit. So I'm gonna kind of baby it today, but I have an appointment on Friday to get it all checked out if they don't cancel it. So
Yeah. That's crazy.
uh,
Morning, Carol and Liz and Jennifer. Hope y'all are doing okay.
Is there a reason why you're looking at me like that?
Sherry says Pennsylvania has gone beyond schools. All non-essential business, including thrift shops and liquor stores, are closed until further notice. I guess not all states are doing this. Some of them are.
Mm-hmm.
There's definitely some. I know that Kansas City, and I don't know if that's Kansas City, Missouri, or Kansas City, or Kansas City, Kansas, but I know that they've shut down bars and liquor stores. So just to whatever your area is doing, you know. Let's see. Yeah, pretty soon there's not going to be anything up.
I know. I think so. I told my daughter I'm going to make one more trip out this weekend if they don't go statewide lockdown by then, and get a couple more things, because it looks like that's what they're going to do, is just eventually a nationwide lockdown.
Lock it down, yeah.
Yeah. So, and if that comes into effect, you're looking at martial law possibly.
Yeah.
Where the military steps in and they tell you where you can and can't go, you know, or they keep you in your homes or your communities.
Yeah.
So, but let's hope it don't go that far. But
yeah, I don't know. I
people,
think,
go ahead.
I think we'll be okay.
Yeah, I think so too.
Unless people start, you know, rioting and, you know, start
acting stupid.
Yes. Don't be.
And that's the fear, you know, that most people have, is that, you know, people that have never been in a situation like this or even seen anything like this, or they're going to go crazy.
Yeah.
So, and it happens. It's just weird, but it does happen, and that's when martial law will step in. Because our local police are not going to be able to handle it by themselves.
Right.
So that's when we're going to have problems on our hands.
Morning, Maggie. Maggie said there's a curfew in New Jersey. I think she said 8 p.m. to 5 a.m. is the curfew.
I imagine what will happen is it'll be essential personnel only allowed out, would be like your healthcare workers and stuff like that. Certain businesses are going to be allowed to keep continuing and all that, but
yeah.
So
good morning, Tina.
My daughter's like, do you have a bug out bag? I said, I'm not going anywhere. I said, if I had to, I have what I need. I said, but I'm planning on staying right here. I got everything I need right here. Yeah. I got a lake full of fish and woods full of critters and guns to hunt them. So if it ever come to that, I'm good.
Yeah.
I said, y'all go running. I'm staying right where I'm at. I said, the only thing I don't have is a wood burning stove in here. I said, not summertime, so I'm not going to need it.
Yeah. Yeah.
That's the worst thing actually you can have in a mobile home, is a wood burning stove. Because spark and you're gone.
Oh yeah, definitely. Yeah, Tina says I have one confirmed case in my county. Yeah, I think I can't remember how many there are in Brown County, but it's not. I think I have one or two in the county, but I don't think anybody's died yet. But I don't know. It's just getting crazy.
The only thing I'm worried about is running out of coffee. I'm going out this weekend to buy up some coffee. Because trust me, if I run out of coffee, this country's got a lot worse problem on their hand than the virus. Me without coffee. Be like Godzilla wandering through here.
Knocking over model buildings and
coffee. That's why I make a backup cup of coffee. I have my regular cup, then I have my thermal cup over there. And Teresa says, why do you call it a backup cup of coffee? I said, so I don't have to get back up and make another cup.
There you go. That makes so much sense.
And that cup stays cold or warm for 2 hours. I could or longer.
Okay. Stock market just opened and it's slightly higher than yesterday's crash.
That's all the toilet paper products being bought.
Yeah.
I
Well,
told you.
that's kind of good. I mean, if
Yeah.
it's slightly higher than the crash,
Uh-huh.
I mean, that's kind of good.
Well, that's just the opening bell. We'll see.
Right.
It's a long day.
I know. I know.
My arm's going to sleep there, Chubby.
Yeah. I almost forgot that it was St. Patrick's Day today. I was like, something's going on today. And I looked at the date and I was like, oh, it's St. Patty's Day.
Yeah, my mom's.
I had a purple shirt on and I went and so I had to go change. Had to wear my green shirt.
My mom's birthday was yesterday. She would have been 90 years old.
Wow. Wow.
Cat knocking everything off.
That's
here.
right, Shirley. Coffee and cigs.
I quit smoking, so.
No toilet paper, but who cares? Yep.
Did you see that thing I posted yesterday? It's called the shit mitt. It's just a sock on somebody's hand.
Oh my gosh.
Reusable shit mitt. I was like, oh, no, that's funny.
Oh
Rinse it
man,
out and do it again.
They have come up with some crazy stuff with this since this has been going on. Liz says so tempting to buy a few stocks on the dip. She's trying not to look. I don't blame you. I mean, yeah, you know, once it goes on the downside, I mean that's really the time that you want to buy, you know, but I understand. That's crazy.
My plan is hold tight and
hope for the best.
I think the stocks will come back, but it's going to be slow recovery. There's just too much to work through. Too many businesses have closed, and too many. Yeah.
Yeah. But I mean,
you can drive yourself crazy thinking about what could happen because, like,
sure.
The teacher retirement system funds are partially tied to what happens with the stock market.
Mm-hmm.
So if the stock market just crashes to nothing, or my retirement check's going to stop.
Right.
You know, or get cut, or good Lord. I mean, there's a million scenarios like that out there now.
Sure.
And the effect of all the people getting laid off from work is going to make a dent.
Oh yeah.
Sure.
My daughter's worried about that right now. She said, what do I do? I said, well, you just do what they tell you. It's kind of like a layoff. You file for unemployment and they're going to push the wait time to next to nothing so you get a check.
Yeah.
You know, I said, and then you call your loan office on your car and see if they're waiving payments right now. I said, there's all kinds of things you can do. I said, I heard that there are some places waiving your your utility bills and stuff like that. I said, I doubt some landlords are waiving rent and stuff like that. Our manager, I doubt he would do that. He's like Mr. Krabs from SpongeBob. So I said, with him, it's going to be business as usual. So
yeah.
So hopefully he don't get it.
I mean, you know, that's the thing is you got to utilize your, you know, if you're going through that where you're getting laid off and you're getting, you know, you're losing a paycheck, you know, don't hesitate to, you know, utilize your unemployment and get on that. I mean, that's not 100% of pay, but at least it's something, you know, coming through while we go through this. And the sooner you sign up, the sooner you'll get your check, you know. And I mean, even if you know, I mean, there's lots of single parents out there that, you know, depend on their one job to keep the lights on and keep things going. And, you know, even if your hours get cut, you could still file for unemployment. So, for those missed hours. So, you know, utilize what's out there. We're all just trying to hang on, hope for the best, prepare for the worst. So,
and just keep doing what you're doing. I mean, until they tell you otherwise, you know.
yeah, absolutely. Good morning, bum crack picker. How you guys doing over there across the pond? Y'all hanging in there? We're all gonna have to work together.
Oh, yep.
Get through this, you know. So, yeah, I didn't. I had a pretty tall order yesterday as far as the amount of things that I had planned on getting listed, and I didn't come nowhere near that goal. It was kind of I wouldn't say that it was all a wash, but yeah, the majority of it was, but not all of it. I got a few things listed, but I had phone calls yesterday, and you know, so let's see. Oh my gosh! And Ringo is driving me nuts. He woke me up at 2:30 this morning, just raising hell.
There a cat outside or something?
There must. I'm sure there was a cat that was on the tin roof outside, and he was just beside himself. Of course, you know, and Elvis is pretty lax. He don't really get too riled up, you know. But man, and I looked at my watch or my my clock when I came back to bed, and I was like, 2:30? Are you kidding me?
Benji does that to me sometimes.
You need to settle down.
Tanner used to do that before we got him fixed. If there was a female, and he would sit there, just howl. I mean, it was the weirdest thing. I'm like, what is wrong with him? And then I realized what it was like. Every so many months he would do that. I said, there's a female somewhere around here that's not been fixed. So, because we didn't have any other dog but him, so we didn't get him fixed right away. It was probably a year later we'd gotten him fixed.
Wow.
Because we were thinking about, you know, breeding him again and having, you know, some more min pins. But once we got the Hope, the black and white dog, I was like, nope, he's going to have to be fixed. So I don't want that kind of mixture going on.
Yeah.
But he did get a friend of mine's dog pregnant before we got him fixed. And she was an older dachshund, so he's got five children. Tanner does.
Oh wow!
Yeah, and they're so cute. They look like the dachshund, but they have his facial features. So, but that's been years ago. They're like 6 or 7 years old, 8 years old now. But or no, he was how old was he? I think he was 3 years old when that happened. So we'd had him for almost 3 years, and then we decided to get him fixed after that. It's like,
yeah.
But she was an older dachshund. She was probably 10 years old or older, and she was able to get pregnant. And when Lacey was the one walking Tanner, and her and Dina just sitting there talking, then Dina's like, oh no. Lacey's like, ah. And she comes home, she says, Mom, I think Tanner's gonna be a daddy. I'm like, what? How? You were just supposed to take him down to the bus stop and back. It's an open field. What was down there? Danita and her dog.
It just happened, Mom.
But
Yeah,
yeah, he used to do that.
I think I'm gonna have to start giving him some CBD oil.
Give him some melatonin, just a little bit.
That's crazy. He just, yeah, I was so mad at him, and that's like the second night that he's done that. So, yeah, I don't know. Or I'm just gonna have to start shutting my door, put him outside, or not outside, but outside my door. Right.
That's like we got them. They climb the trees here and get on our roof, and they run by. And then you got Benji running up down the hall trying to find them.
Mm-hmm.
Oh my gosh. He's just hair.
We get squirrels on our roof that just drive our dogs nuts.
Mm-hmm.
Our one neighbor moved, and all the cats that he fed are now coming over here. And I walked outside yesterday. I was like, damn, it's starting to look like a damn Stephen King movie out here. Cats everywhere.
That's what happens every time I open our outside door. There's 2 or 3 cats that just kind of basically hang here. But in the morning when it's breakfast time, there's like 8 cats.
I was like, and they're all looking at you like, meow.
Yeah.
Like walking through them like,
Like, I want to put some zombie guts on myself so that they don't smell me when I go out.
Yeah.
Cats will start chewing on my leg or something.
And there's one that looks like Church from Pet Cemetery. So that's, and he just sits there and watches you. He's like,
Pet Cemetery, man, I haven't seen that movie in 30 years.
It's been a long time since. Of course, I don't watch scary movies, but that one was a little scary, but it wasn't that bad. But
I play with mommy. I play with
you,
and now I'm gonna play with you.
Was to jump out and scare you.
Oh. You're not getting up here, Dougie. You bit me. No more.
Oops, I just got a message that said my internet is unstable, and so it starts.
Yeah.
Yeah, it was a little bit glitchy for a minute, but you're fine right now.
I told Teresa, I said, what are you going to do if the internet goes out? Because all her books are on her, she downloads them and reads them. And then, well, mine, I have the actual book. I have bookcases full of books. And she made fun of me for keeping them because that's the new digital time, I'm like, trust me, one of these days you're going to wish you had a book.
No doubt about it.
So.
Yeah.
Because she sold all her Anne Rule books and stuff. I said, you should have kept those, especially after she passed away. I said, you should have kept them. So I said, because now they're hard to find. I mean, you can get them online, but she used to be able to get them all the time at half-price books. But after she passed away, everybody was buying them up.
Yeah.
I just got the notification, too, about the internet unstable.
Uh-oh.
Uh-oh.
And so it begins.
What will we ever do without our beloved internet?
I'm going to keep working it until I can't work it no more. That's for sure.
Yep.
I'd be lost. Mine is cutting on and off since last night. Huh. I don't know. Weird. I just hope we can all work together and make this time worth it, and list and hopefully get some sales.
Yeah, I didn't have anything last night. Not one. I had 10 go out yesterday from the weekend, but nothing else since. And I've been sending out offers.
I just realized I depend on you guys for my sanity.
You're depending on us?
Us? What?
We're sorry.
I know. It's
I'm
like,
sorry, so sorry.
it's like, I don't know what that's like. That's like depending on, yeah, depending on socks to be good toilet paper.
Oh my gosh.
Oh. Like, God. Depending on us for her sanity. There you go.
Well, I think
Mm.
we do that for you guys too, because you know, I would miss the morning show if we didn't have it anymore.
Yeah.
Me too.
It's kind of like, it's just what happens, and we're all used to it, and sometimes there's not a whole lot to talk about, but most times we find, even if it's talking about poop, we find something to talk about.
Trap Mike, I'm just screwed. Ugh.
Frankie says, "Yep. Do y'all know your neighbors?" Laugh out loud. Yeah, I come on here because being with y'all every morning makes my day start off great. Well, we're glad we can do that for you.
Yeah.
I've got neighbors, but I rarely see them. There's really not a whole lot going on. If there's 4 cars driving down the road, that's rush hour traffic right there.
Yes. Liz says, I depend on you for all the facts.
We're sorry about that.
Yeah. We're better than CNN. Yes.
I don't know. It's always a good thing to come on here and spend time with you guys. Start the morning off right.
Yep.
Okay, sorry. See, Lori, you made me yawn.
Oops.
Oh, you've started it now.
The yawns is.
You've done it now.
You'll make everybody yawn.
Yeah, what
Morning.
if we could all just lay down for a nap and wake up and everything is back like it was a month ago?
Yeah.
If only. If only. I probably didn't need to go to Walmart yesterday, but I don't know. Yesterday was a very high anxiety. The more I started thinking about things, the more I, got nervous and everything. And I mean, you always think, do I have enough to, to get through this? So I thought, well, I don't want to be like the one of the last people that get there, and all the shelves are bare, and I waited too long, type of thing. And so I thought, well, I probably need to venture out, before it gets too crazy. But it wasn't, and I didn't really think that it would be, because that's just not, they're just country folk. Even though it is a Walmart, they're just a bunch of country folk, and they're just, they probably don't even know what's going on. They probably think, oh, those city people,
Yeah. Well, at the Waco Walmart, people were just kind of quiet and doing their shopping, and man, it was like people would just walk up to the toilet paper aisle and just stare at it and go, huh, look
Isn't
at that.
Something?
I took a picture of it. They had yellow like caution tape up. Don't even try to go down this aisle. Here, I'll screen share that picture. Hang on.
Yeah. And I did, so there was, let's see, so I got out of Walmart, got everything loaded in the car, and I thought, you know what, screw it, I'm going to go to the thrift store. So, because I'm in that town anyway. So I start driving there, and then I was like, you know what, no, I don't need to go. And I'm kind of basically just fighting with myself. Oh, there's a caution tape. Yep, that's not how mine looked.
Well, they won't even let you get the cleaning supplies.
Guess which side the toilet paper used to be on?
The empty side, I'm guessing.
And the cleaning products, they've been.
They should at least let people still buy those.
Yeah.
You can stick a Drano if you reach through the tape there.
I'd crawl under it. I'd raise it up.
I don't know why would they have blocked that off?
I would raise it. I was like, hey, I need something to clean my sink. This ain't gonna stop me.
They did have a few products on a cart down here, but I didn't see anybody opening those boxes and putting it out.
Yeah.
But the Walmart employees, they just looked tired.
Oh, I bet.
They were blocking off aisles and stocking as fast as they could.
Yeah.
And those employees just looked tired. So that's my story.
But I was going to heading towards the thrift store, and then I decided, you know what, I probably don't need to go. So I got to another area. There was road construction on the highway, so I wanted to avoid that. And then I got down a road, and there was a train that was coming, and I was like, is this a sign? So I turned around, went back to the thrift store. Parking lot's empty, and so I go and drive by the door, and they had a sign on the door. So I don't know if they're closed indefinitely or until this blows over, or what's going to go on, but I'm sure it's just until everything kind of blows over, I would guess. But because they have disabled people there and stuff like that, so I can understand why they would close. So then I was like, well, that's my sign, I gotta go home now. So I just came on home, stopped by Mickey D's and got my sweet tea fix, and then headed on home. But I shouldn't have. I don't know. I'm glad that I went because I feel better that I have a few more things here. But do you? That's what I was going to ask. Do you think if I bought bottled water, like in the cases, will those last a long time?
They should.
Yeah.
Keep them out of the sun. Keep them
out of the sun.
Yeah, they should last months and months.
Because if they say when bottles are exposed to the sun, they start breaking down into toxins. That's why you should never drink. Like if you've left a water bottle in your car for a couple of days or like over the weekend and the sun's been in there, you should never drink the water in it.
Okay.
Because I think it's called the polypropylene glycol or something like that that's in the plastic.
Okay. I mean, I know that they're okay for a couple of weeks, but I didn't know if it was like if that was something that you were not hoard. I don't want to use the word hoarding, but that was something that you were stocking up on, to have.
Yeah,
I didn't know if that was.
We bought 2 trays of water, plus we had gallons left over where she bought all that water for her aquarium a couple weeks ago.
Oops.
30-gallon aquarium, but it didn't hold 30 gallons of water. I'm like,
oh my God.
I said, maybe it's 30-gallon cubic wise or something, but it only held like not even, I think it was maybe 8. So I don't know, or maybe a few more than that, but we have gallons of water everywhere. It's distilled, but you can still drink it.
And the stock market's just wiped out their gains and have gone negative again.
Oh, no.
Wow. Okay. I keep bringing up bad news. I'm sorry.
That's okay. That's all right.
It's hard to stay positive. It's just like, wow,
it is. I mean, you see all these, bad things that are happening.
Mm-hmm.
I'm just really hoping that people keep a level head and they don't get stupid. I mean, once I just hope that everybody just, is okay and nobody goes crazy. And I feel like if that starts, it just kind of breeds and it just kind of spreads like wildfire. I just don't want that to happen. Busting up, uh, small businesses and I just don't want that to happen. That's one of the things that scares me the most is something like that. But Hank says no, it's not a hurricane. So our governor's announcement was not to treat it like a hurricane. People have varying opinions about it. Nothing wrong with sharing what you're seeing. Doesn't make you negative or bearing bad news. You're still keeping your head up. Yep. That's all we can do. I mean, just keep your head up and, share your experiences in your area with other people and too late. Tina says too late. Too late for what? Went to Walmart to buy 22 ammo for my dinner squirrels. All the ammo was sold out. I'm sure there was a lot of people that stocked up on ammo.
I've got plenty of ammo, but I want to get some more. I was going to head to Cabela's this weekend and get some more.
Yeah. I just want everybody to be okay.
I mean,
I heard Lonnie and... Sorry.
Go ahead.
I was just going to say I heard Lonnie talking to Cincinnati Picker yesterday. They had a little live show, and Lonnie said his wife works at a bank and they shut the lobby, so they're just doing window service now. It's Baton Rouge, Louisiana. So yeah, I went in my bank yesterday and they were like, we're business as usual. No?
Yeah.
I made a little withdrawal. I said, is there going to be a limit on withdrawals or anything? She said, no, you can take whatever. If you got it in your account, we'll give it to you. So that's kind of positive that way. But yeah, I did go in the lobby at my local bank and they were like, we're okay. I think the closest case of corona to our town is about 70 miles away.
Well, that's good.
So
there's a little bit of distance.
There's sure a lot of weird stuff going on for the number of cases that there are so far.
There's like what I know yesterday it was 3,000 cases.
50, in the U.S.?
In the U.S.
Okay.
And then 50 something had died. But that was yesterday, so I'm sure today it's changed.
Our squirrel's fattening.
I got to worry for people like my mother-in-law who were, lifelong smokers.
Yeah.
She has COPD and does oxygen and everything anyway. So if she catches this, I don't think she would get over it.
Yeah.
But anyway.
Well, and that's the thing is you wouldn't, really you just have to be careful on who you don't go on a cruise and then go visit grandma and grandpa.
Right.
I mean, that's the thing is even if you're just a carrier or it's not affecting you, then but you don't want to. Like, I'm not going to see my in-laws anytime soon. I have no you know, they're in their 70s and they may be in okay health or whatever, but I'm still not going to go over there. And, you know, not saying I've been on a cruise or anything, but I just don't want to take that chance, you know. I don't know. You just kind of have to be a little more aware of the things that you're doing and the people that you're gonna, you know, be around. I'm just staying in. That's as much as possible. If I'm not going to the grocery store to get groceries, I plan on staying in or going to the post office.
Mm-hmm.
And that is I'm even limiting that too, because I don't know. I just want to keep everybody safe. I don't want anybody to get sick, and I don't want to be the reason that they get sick. Frankie said Texas had his first death related to it. He was 90, so he had other health issues. So. Frankie Spines, good morning. She said, people need to chillax. We made it through World War I, 9/11, and much more. We are strong when we work together. It's all going to be good. A bit bumpy, but we can do this. I completely agree. Totally agree. We got to work together, keep each other sane. Don't be running around saying the sky is falling.
Mm-mm.
Shirley says the underlying fear for us is my son's widow. She has advanced cancer. Her staying alive is everybody's focus. Yeah, I mean, just limit her. You know, if she has somebody that's there with her, you know, limiting visitors is probably the biggest thing that she can do. Hey, Tom.
You got to start wondering about the May and June weddings. You know, that's the big season for weddings. How's that? I mean, if the CDC recommends no groups larger than 50, you know.
Yeah.
People plan weddings and have 200 or 300 people at them. How that's going to affect that?
I guess you could have the maitre d' with the thermometer.
I guess so.
Checking everybody. Doing the 3 questions.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know.
Maybe just have all outdoor weddings and everybody stands 5 feet apart from each other.
Maybe something like that. Yeah, Tom, you're late. You should just get on in here. But I know everything. Everything's going to work out. Everything's going to be okay. You got to keep a level head and list through it. Frankie's Fine says, I'm invited to a July wedding. I just got the invite. Not sure what to do at this point. I just kind of see how things pan out for right now. And Liz says her daughter's a senior. So sad if she can't walk for graduation.
There you go.
Huh? Are you
there? There you go. Can you hear me?
Yeah.
Okay.
Can you hear me?
What? Huh?
What?
What?
Can you hear me?
Yes.
Okay.
Sorry, did I get glitchy?
I didn't notice anything, but it may have happened. I don't know. It's kind of weird.
Well.
Kind of weird.
The corona didn't stop eBay from taking my automatic payment yesterday.
That's good.
I guess. You're welcome, eBay. They're going to get their money.
That's true. They took that out without any problem at all.
Yep.
But that's okay. Whatever. That's how
well, the good news is the lights are on, the internet's on, the banks are open, the grocery stores are open. They don't have anything. The roadways are clear. The traffic lights still work. You know, you would have thought there would be some violence starting to happen. Oop, I got to take this call.
Okay. Yeah. So I can understand, you know, like he was saying, you know, you would think that there'd be violence happening, and that's really what I'm worried about. I'm worried that, you know, people are just going to start acting stupid and getting crazy with that. But whatever happens, we'll deal with it. We'll handle it, and you know, I mean, if it gets too bad, they'll just send out the National Guard. You really don't want that stuff to happen. But you know, the best thing you can do is just be prepared. Just be positive, be prepared. No need to be acting crazy.
All right.
Because that's not going to do anything for anybody. Oh, Frankie, that's a good idea. She said she's crocheting baby blankets now. Figure I would get a head start. Anybody should step up and put a moratorium on fees. That would be good if they did that. That'd be really nice if they did that. Gave us a little credit for our fees and stuff, but
yeah, I had sent a message to eBay for Business about why there isn't a middle store in between the premium and the whatchamajiggy, or the anchor store, or why they can't give the premium at least 5,000 listings if they can give, was it 10,000 for anchor?
Right.
So I said, you're still going to be making money off of the, you know, the amount of listing people can do, the fees for that and the sales. So you're not going to be losing any money by giving us more listings. They sent me a promo for 3 months free of Anchor Store.
Oh, really?
Yeah. I said, that doesn't do me any good, because at the end of that 3 months, I got to take all those back down because I don't want to have to pay those fees.
Right.
You know, I'm capped out at 1,000.
Yeah.
I said, and I keep it under that because anything over 1,000 starts eating into your profit. So
sure.
I said, that just defeats the profit, defeats what I'm trying to tell you people.
Yeah.
It just irritated me. I'm like, but they did say they would pass my suggestion on. Yeah, okay. On to what? The next desk?
Yeah. I am sure that there's been multiple requests of that, you know, because I think they would make money. I know that they would make money if they just did that, you know, charge $150 for it, you know, and people would be all over that. But I mean, if you think about it in the other way, if you're in between, I mean, that's a big space to be in between, and you're kind of teetering, you know. A lot of people go to the Anchor Store even though they don't have the listings to support it. You know, they'll go to the Anchor Store just so they can feel like they can list, and they're not paying all those fees, which I've done it. So I know that's way, you know, probably a lot of people do. And so they're making bank on that too. But yeah, I definitely wish they would do something about that. I'm surprised that they haven't done that, because it has been it has been such an issue,
across the board. Yeah.
a topic
I do list,
for
Tom. I list every day. I just can't go over 1,000, or there goes my profits out the window. I'm just giving all my, profits for fees.
Yeah.
So, I don't want to do that. So.
Yeah. Do you list on Mercari, right?
Me?
Yeah.
Yeah, I've got a couple things listed, not very much, but I'm going to start hitting that even harder until they do something, so that there's I got at least some more cash flow coming in. So
yeah,
I'm starting to understand Mercari a little bit better as far as their shipping process and all that stuff. So
right.
But yeah.
Yeah, I really think it's a good, especially if you want to list more and you're kind of held back from doing that on eBay. Yeah, I think Mercari is a good way to go to get some more listings up. I'm one that I think I have 2,100 listings. And so I'm paying the fees, I'm paying the monthly fees of those listings. And if I could go to Anchor Store right now, I would. But yeah, I can't substantiate. I can't do that right now because I can't, for the listings that I have. So I'm working towards that, trying to get up there and try to get that, get that done. Oh, I bet the prepper videos are off the chart. That's what Tom says. Yeah, I bet so. Morning, Nikki.
Morning.
Howdy.
Yeah, Tom says if you haven't used your store coupon, you need to. The quarter is up. Was it on the 30th? 31st? That your coupon is
31st.
Yeah.
March 31st.
So, yeah, definitely use that. But, I mean, we all got to do whatever works for our business and at the time of, especially right now, I mean, things are kind of up in the air and you don't really know what's going to be going on,
Right.
That's what I was thinking, Tom. I was kind of thinking, maybe if I message eBay Business too, maybe they'll give me a promo. But I probably need to do it the better. I don't know. It's tempting. It definitely is tempting. But I gotta be good. Can't be doing that. What's going on with you, Nikki?
Leave my slippers alone, mister.
Huh?
I'm just eating a bagel.
Okay.
Benji was trying to pull my slipper off my foot.
Waiting to see if they cancel my injections.
Oh, when is that?
Tomorrow.
Why wait? Why not call them?
Well, they're supposed to call me today to tell me what time to be there tomorrow.
Oh, okay, gotcha.
Like a day surgery kind of deal. They're not actually going to do surgery. They're just going to do the injections, but they put you to sleep, so it's all like day surgery.
And
they call you the day before and tell you what time to be there. I'm just waiting for that call.
Huh.
Yesterday, my oral surgeon canceled on me and said that he wouldn't do anything for another 2 weeks, at least.
Wow.
No.
So they like closing offices?
No.
Huh.
Yeah, he said it was recommended from the dental association that he doesn't do any procedures unless they're emergency.
That's crazy. I mean, if I was a dentist or a general oral surgeon, or I don't know that I wouldn't want to continue my business. I mean, those are the things that keep the lights on.
Yeah. Well.
I mean, I understand, that if that's being, suggested that's that's what you need to do, I guess.
If you're in pain, I can give you antibiotics to get you through. I was like, no, I don't have any infection in there anymore.
You should have got the antibiotics anyway, and that way you could have ordered them.
I should have said, oh, yeah, it's bad. I need antibiotics bad.
Hoard those antibiotics.
I know.
Hoard those pain pills.
Yeah.
I'm telling you. It'll be worth it in the end. Good morning, Anna Mara. I guess that makes sense, with the dentist shutting down. I guess they have to kind of follow suit.
Yeah. And our hospital now is cut down. No visitors. They're limiting visitors, like if you're having a procedure or surgery or something, you can only have one person with you. Births, people that are going into labor, they can only have one adult with them. So they're limiting people coming in and out of the hospital. That's why I said I'm wondering if they're going to just cancel my injections, because my injections aren't life-threatening. They'll just make me blind if I don't get them, but I'll still be alive. It's just aggravating, because I mean, I whiffed out and I didn't get them when they was last time. Now I'll probably have to wait.
Well, don't say that, because you need to be positive.
I don't know. But then the other hospital in town, which is not as good as the hospital I go to, they're not cutting anything off. So
yeah,
I don't know. Maybe my hospital go through with it. I don't know.
Yeah, Tom says he's got 4 gallons of pain medicine.
4 gallons?
4 gallons. Good old moonshine. Dull any pain you got.
Yep.
You guys have seen the top of my daughter's cupboard. All I got to do is go over there.
Yeah. That's what I was thinking about doing too, is maybe, buying a couple of bottles of whiskey.
But, they're closing non-essential businesses all over the place. So
yeah,
if you do need liquor, you better go get it now before they start closing the liquor stores.
Yeah. I mean, they've already closed the bars, and, any place that congregates people, they're closing them down.
Yeah.
Fishing and Picking says the wife is an optometrist, hoping she gets the green light to close down. She deals with 24 to 28 patients a day, but yesterday she only had 10, only 2 so far today. Oh. So yeah, I mean, if you don't have very many people, coming in, I mean, it's kind of hard to keep the lights on.
Yeah.
Keep everything running. It's probably better for you to shut down. Hank says, Nikki, are you prepared for any kind of pain that comes with your procedure?
I don't know. I don't know. I'm assuming. With the eyes, the thing is that the eyes heal so fast that the pain, if there's any pain, the way I hear is that it's not that painful.
Okay.
But if there is, I mean, like I remember one time I got a rock in the eye or something, and my eye was all screwed up for one whole day. I was in excruciating, horrible pain. But then the next day it started feeling better, and every day after that, and they heal so quickly that I'm anticipating if there's pain, it's not going to be long, you know. So I got ibuprofen.
Well, I can imagine, well, and I could be wrong, but you would think that, you know, what they're doing, a procedure so, you know, in such an area that's so fine, you would think that they would use some kind of like a lidocaine or something.
Yeah, I'm sure they'll numb it.
They would have to.
Yeah.
I mean, that would hurt like a son of a gun. I don't know.
Yeah, I don't know. I'm not, but I'm not nervous like I was before because they're putting me to sleep. So.
Well, that's good. They should be asleep. So
I
are
mean,
you gonna have like
I was shaking. Huh?
Conscious sedation or something like that?
No, they're putting me right to sleep.
Well, I know, but I mean, are you gonna have a tube down your throat? Is it gonna be general?
So. Yeah.
Yeah?
Yeah.
Okay. Well, there you go.
I'm assuming so.
I didn't know if that's what they, you know, if they went that far or if they just kind of.
Yeah, I thought it would just be light sedation, but it sounds like it's, I don't know. I had to have a pre-op and everything, just like I'm going into surgery.
Yeah. So probably so. Have to sign waivers and all that kind of stuff.
Yeah. And then I stop and think, well, do I really want to go to the hospital either? I mean, what if with sick people, you know, it's like, I don't know. Is it worth me going to the hospital right now to get this done? Because
it'll be worth it, because in the end, you want to have your vision.
I do.
You know, you don't want to risk losing that.
No.
So, yeah, you do whatever you got to do. Wear a mask if you have to. You know.
I'm sure everything will be fine, but
I'm sure.
Yeah, when I went in there to have them done in the office, they were only going to do one at a time, and they only do one at a time, and you and then like 2 weeks later they do another one, and then every 2 months I have to go in and have it done. So I'm wondering if maybe after the first one, maybe I'll have enough guts to go into the office and have it done. I don't know. Because I think every 2 months going in there like it's surgery, this is going to be kind of a pain in the ass, you know.
Well, I really think I mean, I know it's hard to control. I mean, even if they could just give you something to relax you.
Yeah.
You know, a Xanax or something to relax you, and you know, I think if you could maybe try and go through one and see how that works.
Yeah.
If you could get through one and see how it works, then you can really, you know, make your mind up if you're going to be able to do it or not.
Yeah. Well, she told me I was trembling so bad she wouldn't even try it that day.
Well, yeah. I mean, I don't blame her.
Now that they're going to put me to sleep, I'm not scared at all.
Yeah.
You know, that's what I told her. I says, I've had a hysterectomy, hernia surgery, 2 C-sections, 4 knee surgeries, tonsillectomy. I've never been scared. Never. Not even nervous, you know. But I says, these damn injections scare the hell out of me.
You'll be fine.
No, I'm sure I'll be fine, but I just I can't imagine watching them put something in my eye, you know. So
right.
That's what scared me so bad.
Yeah.
I mean, just watching somebody poke you in the eye with a needle, I couldn't imagine that.
I mean, heck, if if they put you to sleep, it almost, how often do you have to have it done?
Every 2 months.
Okay. Yeah, I mean, it'd almost be worth it just to go in every 2 months, have it put you to sleep, do the thing and off and running.
Well, I'm hoping after this, maybe I'll man up and just be able to do it, but in the office, but we'll see. I don't know. But but like I said, they're going to do both eyes at the same time now.
Yeah. Yeah.
So, I mean, every 2 months, get both eyes done at one time, in and done,
It
only takes about 5 minutes.
So do you have any after, is there any after effects as far as that goes for you?
She didn't say so.
Okay. I mean, like you don't have like blurry vision or
No.
anything like that. So I mean, it doesn't.
I don't know, because like if you go into the appointment in the office to have it done, they only do one eye, and they said that I could drive home.
Okay.
So I'm assuming it's all going to be fine, but I don't know.
Yeah. But then
Gary told me. Now Gary's had many eye surgeries. He's had injections. He's even had his eyeball taken out. Which he said gives you a splitting headache when you wake up. He said it's not that big of a deal. He said the most pain that he had but he just went into the clinic, into the office and had it done. But he said that the worst pain was the Novocaine drops, which I don't really have pain from Novocaine drops. I don't think that that's even that painful. So I don't know. We'll see. We'll see what happens. He might add different injections. I don't know, but
yeah,
he's had all kinds of work done on his eyes, so he's an old hat with that. But
yeah, and thinking about it, if they're actually putting you to sleep, with general anesthesia, my next concern would be if they're doing that every 2 months, that can mess up your trachea, your breathing tube.
Yeah.
So I don't know.
Yeah.
So you're gonna, you only know until you try it, and then you have to see where you go from there. And it is what it is. I think they'll just put you like a conscious sedation.
Yeah.
I think it's more likely that they'll do that than put like a tube down your throat.
Yeah.
I could see them doing that, but
I hope so.
I could be wrong. I could be completely wrong.
I hope so, because I mean, I'm not scared to go under anesthesia, but the older I get, the more dangerous it is. And plus every 2 months, I mean, like you said, that's got to be wearing on your insides.
Yeah.
Not
definitely.
to mention maybe your brain and everything, I can't imagine losing any more brain power. Jesus.
Yeah, we'd all be in trouble for that one, huh?
I don't know. I guess maybe I just didn't ask enough questions. I don't know. I just was like, okay, whatever,
Yeah.
She said she was going to put me to sleep. I didn't care then. Okay, you can do whatever you want to me when you put me to sleep.
You got to ask questions, Nikki.
I know. I wasn't nervous at all, though, so I'm just like...
just put me under. I'm fine with that. Yeah. No worries.
You're the professional. She's a specialist.
You do whatever you got to do.
She said she does them like every week or whatever this way. She said it's no big deal. She said...
So she must be experienced. So that's good.
And she's a very calming person. She's got a very calming voice. And she's very calming, and she's just sweet. And I mean, if all woman doctors were like her, I probably wouldn't mind having a woman doctor.
Right.
But yeah, she's just so calming and soothing, and so I was just like, yeah, sign me up. I don't care. She did say that even though she can't watch people even give her a shot,
right?
Or take blood. She doesn't like needles on her. And she said, you know what? She said, because I felt really bad that I wasted everybody's time and went into the clinic, and and I couldn't go through with it. And she goes, don't worry about it. She says, I wouldn't let somebody do this to me in the office. She says, I would have to be put under. She says, there's no way I would let somebody put a needle in my eye in the office.
Yeah.
I was like, okay.
Well, if she's saying that, there's got to be something to that.
Yeah.
I would guess.
Yeah.
So.
I'm not scared of needles. I mean, they can poke me all they want. I've always, I've had enough needles and IVs and stuff in me in my life that, because when I was a little kid, I was always in and out of the hospital with convulsions and stuff. So I'm not scared of needles, but just the thought of them poking one in my eye,
yeah, that's a little bit different.
Yeah,
that's kind of a horse of a different color there.
Yeah,
start messing with the eyeballs, and it's like, ew.
Yeah,
that make a lot of people cringe.
Hi, Rita.
That's understandable.
Yeah.
Morning, Rita.
Morning, Rita.
Good morning.
Probably grossing Tom out.
Oh, he'll get over it. Oh, sorry. Time to get this party started.
Yeah.
Come on, Nikki. Get the party started.
I'm the party starter.
We need the music. Woo,
woo. I went and got some hamburger and stuff last night. I thought, well, I better get some hamburger.
Was there any there?
I'm thinking Quick Trip's gonna be our saving grace though, because they have their own farm. But I want to make some cabbage rolls. I've been making cabbage rolls for 10 years, so I'm gonna make some cabbage rolls.
Oh my gosh. Tom says we have a couple from Charlotte stuck on a cruise ship off of the coast of South America.
Wow. Oh boy.
What were you thinking? Oh my gosh.
Well, that's that girl that used to always hit on my husband all the time. That he was to work with. She went to Mexico this last week.
Mm-hmm.
And I'm like, why would you go to Mexico and you're not going to get back in the border? They're going to let you back in.
Well, they will unless you have a fever and stuff.
Oh, I don't know.
Yeah, I would think so. Maybe not. I mean, I don't know. I mean, now that you mention it, with them closing the borders and stuff, maybe not. I don't know.
I don't know either.
That's right, Hank. Do a little dance. Make a little sale. Get down today. That's right. Sorry if I hurt your ears.
You'd lose subscribers if I sang.
Oh.
I am not a singer.
Me neither, but I don't care. I try.
I sing, let me tell you. I sing in my car and stuff, but
yeah.
I love to sing, but I can't carry it. Which I've always been sad about because I mean, I'm not conceited, but my personality, I would probably be a good entertainer. So it would have been nice if I could have sung. But yeah. Oh.
Oh my gosh. Tom says I have a friend stuck in London. Spent a week in Rome on business.
Oh.
Yeah. He's just up a creek without a paddle. Hey there, Jim Coon Cat. Yep. Crazy days. I'm chugging on a beer. One of those energy beers. Yep.
I was gonna say, whoa, Valerie hitting her heart at 9 o'clock in the morning.
I will tell you, beer is like, I would have to be sick, and I'm not a beer drinker.
No,
Hate
I'm not
the
much
taste
of a
of
beer
it.
drinker.
I love my beer. I love my wine. I love my moonshine.
hate beer.
Yeah, I'm not much of a beer drinker. Once in a while on a really hot day, sometimes a Budweiser sounds pretty good. And usually it does taste pretty good, but yeah, that's about all I can do. And sometimes it's just too bitter for me. Well, I found the right beer. I like Bud and I like Bud Light, which all my life I always drank like Miller and stuff. And I actually like Bud.
Mm-hmm.
And my daughter said Bud Light is horse piss.
But
but I like the taste of Bud. So apparently I've been drinking the wrong kind of beer.
I like the Black Blue too. It's a Canadian beer, and it's like it kind of has a similar taste as Bud Light. A little bit more hoppy, but it's good.
My husband and my dad drink McGolden Light. I don't mind that.
Now a lot of people around here drink Natty Light. It's okay, and it's a cheap beer, so I can see why they drink it. But I'll stick with my Bud Light, especially after being outside all day and take a chug one of those ice cold beers down. Yep.
I'm not much of a drinker anymore, anyways.
They're losing their minds.
And I like a good glass of wine with a good plate of spaghetti and meatballs.
I'm much rather get everybody home safe and drink.
There you go, Mike. No way. You will not see me on a train or a plane. I will not get on a boat or a goat. Sam, I am. You said it.
Yeah. Yeah, and this time we don't need to freak out, but we still need to just stay home and behave.
I'm going to take these dogs out. I'll be right back.
Okay. Yeah, I don't have any intentions on going anywhere, leaving town. I just stay home where I know everything's good.
Yeah, I don't have a need to go anywhere right now, but if I do, I'm going to go.
Yeah.
I'm not too worried about anything. There's
Yeah,
a few
I'm
things
not
I want to
worried, but-
get.
Oh, spotted cow. I've never tried spotted cow. I
What
do want
is
to try that. I do want to try that. What's that kind I want to try? Moonlight? No. What's it called? They always show it on the commercial. They put an orange on the glass.
Oh, Blue Moon.
Blue Moon. Yeah, I've always wanted to try that. That just looks so refreshing in the commercials.
They say it's good, and it's best to have it with the slice of orange with it. I haven't tried it, but my sister said it's not bad.
Yeah.
She said the citrus or the orange helps bring out the citrus and kind of evens out the hops that's in it and with the citrus, and she likes it. But she also likes Yuengling, and I'm not a Yuengling drinker.
No.
And that's like the oldest beer in the nation, I think, Yuengling.
Yeah, I'm not my Bud Light. I know. My dad's church has a chili feed usually every year, and then they have different vendors from around the city come in with alcohol, and there's these different stations that you can get alcohol from, and to drink with your chili. And a lot of times it's like those micro brewing companies and stuff that are there, and oh god, that's like, ugh. I don't like all those craft and micro brewed and all that.
I'm not a big IPA drinker. Now, as far as some of the microbreweries, the only one I really like is the Smoky Mountain Brewery down Tennessee. I love their beer. And then there's one little hole in the wall place here in Lebanon. It's called the Brew House. They have a microbrewery and they serve food, and they have a pretty decent beer. But other than that, I'm not a big IPA drinker. I don't like it, especially because they use grapefruit a lot in the IPAs, and I do not like grapefruit. And usually, you can taste it. It is so prominent in a lot of these beers that you can taste it. And I just nope, don't like it. Or the stouts. They had a chocolate stout, and I thought, that can't be too bad. No, very deceiving. Chocolate and beer are not made to go together. I don't care what anybody says. No. That's just gross.
Fishing and Pickin said, Lori, did you know Natty Light was considered a premium beer before college kids made it a party beer?
I didn't know that. Oh. My chat is like way behind. Oh, there it goes. There it is.
Yeah, I'll have to try Spotted Cow, Joanna. I haven't tried that yet.
Milwaukee's good. Now, my dad used to drink Old Milwaukee. He used to drink Old Milwaukee Light.
Yeah.
That wasn't too bad. And then he went to, I think he went to Natty Light after that. But I'm not, I'll drink it if it's available, if I go to somebody's house and that's what they're serving, I'll drink it. It's just not my preference. I usually take my own. I bring my own cooler. But most generally, we have stuff here, so I don't have to go anywhere. They usually come to my house. And somebody left some, what was it? Michelob Ultra. That stuff's gross.
I kind of like that.
I don't like it. I tried it because, when I was doing the low carb stuff, and I just nope, can't do it. That's like drinking Perrier water. Nope, won't do that either.
Well, that's the fascination with White Claws. I think they're disgusting.
I don't like them either.
My daughter loves them, and a lot of people like them, but
I did
fascination with what?
It's called White Claw. It's like a seltzer. It's like a seltzer, alcoholic seltzer water or something.
And I love carbonated water.
Yeah. But they've got like a 5% alcohol content or something like that. Now I don't like flavored beers, except for I did try the Raspberry from Budweiser or Bud Light. Those they're not very big cans. I drank 2 cans, but they must be concentrated pure alcohol, because those 2 little cans knocked me on my ass. I was like, good Lord, because they're not that big. They're only about like that and about that big around, but I downed 2 of them because they did taste good. They were good and cold, and I felt the effects of those. I'm like, holy crap. No wonder they only sell them in a 6-pack.
Hank said, ain't no laws when you're drinking claws.
That's trouble. That is trouble.
I like Mike's hard lemonade too.
Yeah, those are good.
I like that.
Those are.
And there was one. It was called "This Isn't Your." It's an orange drink. It looks just like an orange soda, but I can't remember who makes it, but it's really good. And then they had the root beer. It says it's not your granddaddy's root beer. That's what it's called. And it's an alcoholic root beer, and it will get you in trouble, because you think it's like drinking A&W, and you don't realize that there's alcohol content in it. And I drank all 6 bottles, and I'm like, woo!
the thing that gets me in trouble is Red's Wicked.
Oh yeah.
Those go down like freaking just like ice cold water. I just can down those so fast.
My daughter and son-in-law drink those. I can drink them.
They're not bad with those. Because I just slam them. They're so good, especially on a hot day. Oh my God, they taste so wonderful. And then I get totally blitzed.
Those things taste like candy to me. It's like drinking a bottle of candy.
Oh, it tastes so good.
Teresa likes wine cooler. It's the Jamaica Me Happy. She loves those, but she can only drink 1 or 2 because she's so lightweight.
Yeah.
She'll be halfway through the first one. She's like, ooh. She's already lit, because she hardly ever drinks. So that's the only thing she will drink.
I really, the thing is probably about, I don't know, 8 years ago or 10 years ago, whatever it was, I got totally shit-faced when we were camping. And I drank everything under the sun. I mean, anything anybody handed me, I drank it.
I've been there, done
including
that.
Jello shots and Bloody Marys and everything. And Jägermeister. Oh, I hate Jägermeister. Well, anyways, I drank everything, and I was so sick. I mean, the next day I was puking outside my camper. I was so sick, and I had never gotten sick before when I drank. Even mixing, I could drink anything I wanted, never got sick. But anyways, ever since then, I've really had a hard time drinking. I only got, in like the last 10 years, I've only gotten drunk like once.
Everything with vodka.
Ever since then, I start drinking alcohol and I start thinking of the next morning when I got so sick.
And I like to have a little bit of cranberry juice with some vodka, and I didn't have cranberry juice one time, but I had some Hawaiian punch.
Yep.
I mix that with vodka, and that's really good. That'll get you in trouble too. I
drink vodka cranberry too.
Yeah, I like to have you just sip on that.
Yep. Good morning, Texas.
And I also like what are those things called? Cherry bombs or something? They're vodka
cherry bombs.
Oh, I love those. And Red Bull. Yeah, those are good.
It seems like there's a song with every, alcohol.
For me, it is.
Alcoholic drink,
cherry bombs.
Yeah, Budweiser.
We had a little pond out back, and I'm standing out there, and I look down, and there's 3 frogs in the pond. So I took a picture of it and wrote that Budweiser.
Those were the best commercials. Those were awesome.
My favorite Budweiser commercial is probably the horse and the lady with the candle, and the horse farts and blows them up. I die laughing every time I see that. The funny one, my favorite serious one, is the 9/11 with the Budweiser Clydesdales. That's like the best commercial ever.
Yeah.
As far as showing respect.
Yeah.
But Budweiser commercials, they always have some good ones. The donkey that wants to be a Clydesdale.
Yep. They always seem to come out on top. They have really good commercial writers.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, they're pretty awesome. There was another movie that I watched yesterday. It was called True Story.
Mm-hmm.
And I think it was out in 2015, but I had never seen it. And I can't remember who's in it, but it was this. He was a news writer for the New York Times, and he started this guy is kind of morbid, but this guy kills his family, but then claims that he was not guilty, and he was definitely manipulative and everything. So I don't know why I brought that up, but anyway. It was a good show, a good movie.
I watched that one the other night about that was it Christopher Watts? That based on true story.
Mm-hmm.
And that was, I don't see how that man can do. How can you do that? I don't know if you know.
Oh, that guy is freaking sicko.
Yeah.
What movie did you watch, Valerie?
True Story.
Mm-hmm.
Oh.
It's called True Story. I can't remember who the guy is that. I know James Franco was in it.
Oh, I like him.
And I like any of his movies, but there was the other guy that was in it. I can't remember what his name is. But it's pretty good. Joanna says, day 2, no school. Should I make the kids do homework first thing in the morning? Get the torture over. I would, if it was me. You're better off, letting them give them some breakfast and get them right into it.
Yeah.
And then they got the rest of the day to play.
Yeah. I would get it done and over with.
Yeah.
Well, they're talking about that there may not be school until fall.
Yeah. A lot of schools are completely shutting down for.
Our governor said there may not be any the rest of the year.
Yeah.
That's what I'm saying. There won't be any till
Which
fall.
means they'll end up having to go to school all year next year. Well,
which I feel
unless
bad
they do virtual online, but they were talking about doing the online. It's like, well, what about the families that can't afford computers?
Yeah.
And do that. Are you going to make them going to keep the
Yeah.
libraries open so they can go there? I said, what's the difference of going to the library as it is going to school?
Yeah.
Are you going to supply all these low-income families that can't afford stuff like that? Are you going to give them iPad or tablets and computers? You know what's going to happen. I mean, I hate to say it, but some of those they'll end up being sold for either food or drugs.
Yeah.
I hate to say that, but that I can see that happening if they did supply them with stuff like that.
Yeah.
Rita says my grandson's school is closed till April 17th. So he's got a month out of school.
Me and Gary were talking last night. We feel bad for the seniors.
Mm-hmm.
Because now is their time for prom. They're not going to be able to walk across the stage for graduation, maybe. And then what about the sporting people? They can't finish up their they're
season.
Not having any sporting events, so they can't finish up their seasons. What about scouts for college scholarships? And this is really screwing a lot of kids out of.
Yeah, it is.
Out of some memories. And
my niece is going to go nuts if she can't do her, because she's in sports. I mean, she's in soccer, she's in track and field, she's in cross country, and she absolutely loves and lives for that.
Right.
Yeah.
So, I feel bad for them.
Yeah.
Yeah, like
I really feel bad for the seniors, because that's their last hurrah,
Yeah.
Yeah, there's a lot of schools that issue out the tablets to the kids and stuff. So they have a tablet that they can take home and just work on it at school, and then they can also go home and do homework on. So that's probably what they're going to work. But I mean, a lot of people don't even have internet. I don't know.
Yep.
That's gonna be an issue, I would say.
Yeah.
And then there's all the summer camps. What are the kids going to do when they can't go to Boy Scout camp or Girl Scout camp or 4-H or the cancer camp or
Yeah. One high school was
shut down.
Fishing and Pickens says I heard one high school was going to do a virtual prom. What the fuck? That does not make any sense.
A virtual
Dance with
prom?
your laptop.
A prom.
Okay.
Yeah, I never heard of that one.
Dress your laptop up in a sleazy dress and put a tuxedo on your desktop computer and just have a dance.
Blow over quickly.
I don't know. They're getting pretty.
Dance.
Yeah, I mean, I guess if that's the one way you got to do a prom, that's the only way you can do a prom, then I guess that would be one way to do it.
Prom queen for 2020 is Dell, and the prom king is Hewlett Packard.
Yeah.
Hey. I don't know. I don't know how that would work.
Yeah. Maybe it'll blow over quickly and everything will be fine.
I hope that everything will just kind of dwindle down and it'll just be an afterthought. Maybe in a few weeks. So.
Well, let's hope so. Everything gets back to normal.
Yeah.
Well, it looks like the stock market might be leveling out.
Well, that's good.
Maybe we're at the bottom.
Yeah.
We'll see. Stock market has wiped out 3.5 years of gains, though.
Wow.
You have to go
Ouch.
back to mid 2017 when it was this level.
Jeez.
Wow. Ouch.
That's a lot of money.
Yeah, because stocks just kept going up from up.
Yeah.
They just wiped out all those gains. Anyway.
Hopefully we'll come back from this. Everything will be okay. Yep, Tom says it's gonna blow on through. It's the hurricane, it's like a hurricane. It comes through, messes a bunch of stuff up, and but we rebuild from there, and hopefully we learn a little bit from that, and then we can move on, and everything will be okay. That's what I'm hoping for.
And those who stockpiled toilet paper will, they'll be set for the rest of their lives.
Yeah. Absolutely. I mean, share with your family, definitely.
I seen that somebody was posting pictures, different pictures had where the dogs had gotten into their stockpiles and just tore them all. There's toilet paper everywhere. It's like karma, bitches,
Oh, that's what they get.
Yeah, 2 boxes,
Okay.
and they're just sitting there like, I didn't do nothing.
Let me take a quick poll here of the side chat and everybody. How many of you have counted and know how many rolls of toilet paper you have right now?
We have 19. We have 19.
19. I got about 20.
I have maybe a pack out in my camping supplies and probably a half of a 12-pack in the bathroom. That's about it. So probably about 10 rolls. So.
Yeah. I know. Let's see. Yeah, I probably have four good rolls, and then I have some, I call it prison TP. the not so good TP.
Julie only has 7. Uh-oh. Tom's got 147. Well,
oh my God. You're set till next year.
Shirley has one roll. Really, Shirley? You better try to get out and find
well, now you know what to use your mismatched socks for, the shit mitts.
Shit mitts.
Well, like I said the other day, you're all clothing sellers, so if you have to, you can rip up your clothes and
Fishing and picking, he's just a bidet guy.
There you go.
You guys can rip up your clothes and make rags out of them and wipe your butts.
Corn will be up soon. You got corn cobs.
Oh my gosh. I don't know.
I saw that meme yesterday. I don't know if it was Tom who posted it or who it was, but it said, I bought a toilet brush. Long story short, I went back to toilet paper.
Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh. Yeah. I think I should be okay.
Who's that? Somebody was talking on a live chat yesterday. There wasn't any toilet paper, so a guy got a package of Brawny, and you're like, man, that guy's tough.
Yes, definitely. Oh, okay. Dan got some from work. Okay, well, that's good.
It's like somebody posted a meme that had Star Trek. I think it was like Captain Kirk and all them, and he shows Spock. It says, "All the humans are dead, Captain." He says, "Yeah, but did you see how clean their butts were?"
Oh, well, that's good. That's good, Julie, that you talked to Atlas about that. Use it wisely, sparingly. Use it when you need it, but don't use a whole roll.
Yeah. I looked for some formula last night for her, but I didn't see any at the store.
Yeah. Definitely. Yeah.
We'll keep looking.
Yeah. I'll keep on the lookout too. I mean, it's those types of things that you know, truthfully, I didn't think about it. It didn't even really, cross my mind. But I mean, well, I got a sale or an offer.
Yay.
Oh, state-owned casinos. What is it saying about that? Have closed.
Ours closed
Yeah,
the other day.
Our casino closed most of their casino, but the slots are still open.
Our casinos have closed, but we have horse racing at ours too. So, but that's still going on because my son's girlfriend works with the horses. But the food staff is still working to help supply the Warren County food pantries and stuff with fresh food for people to come and get. So, like the ones that, especially like for the kids, they're helping with our buses, or we've got bus drivers that are working with cooks to get kids their meals during the day and stuff like that. So I thought that was
a good idea.
I thought that was pretty cool, and they're helping to supply Meals on Wheels for the elderly. So I thought that was good of the casino to do that. That's awesome, because there's a lot of old elderly that can't get out to get the grocery and stuff to get food, and they depend on Meals on Wheels around here.
Yeah.
So. But then we got a couple of people, they just had it on the news, 2 people from the Middletown area, or 2 guys are going around getting the supplies that the elderly can't find right now. They're getting donations and stuff from people and taking it to them so that they have, some of the things that they need.
Yeah.
Because they don't need to be out anyway, because they're more susceptible to what's going on. What?
Yeah, definitely. You just gotta try to help out, your neighbors and people on here. We got to work together to, if you're not finding what you need, then let us know and we'll see if we can find it in our area.
Mm-hmm.
That's a good idea, Julie. I know Lori had said that yesterday.
What's that?
Wasn't it you?
What's
said
that?
About the formula.
Call the number on the back. Yeah.
Yeah.
Call the number on the back and see if they can help you. I seen it on Facebook, but I haven't heard it anywhere else. But it doesn't hurt to try.
Yeah, definitely. That's what Joanna was saying. Call them and see if they can mail you out some.
Yeah.
Definitely. So we'll make it work. We'll try and we got to help each other. And if you need something that you can't find in your area, contact us and we'll see if we can't get it for you. We're always willing to help, unless it's toilet paper.
Yeah, we're all pretty much screwed there. Or ammo. Sometimes ammo's hard to find right now too for some reason. I don't know.
Yeah, definitely.
At least Walmart won't sell ammo right now. They got notes up all over their stock. So.
Huh.
Not that I need it, but
yeah,
never hurts to have more.
That's true. Well, that's good that you have a little bit of milk stocked up. So that's good too.
I drink 2%, so Kroger's got plenty of that. I never had any problem finding milk. Vitamin D, nope, you won't get that. Chocolate, 2% or 1%. Oh, there's tons. So I'm good there.
Rita says, what kind of formula? It's the Enfamil Pro Soybean. I think that's what it's called. I can't remember. I bought some. Let me see. Let me see if I can find it real quick.
Yeah, the WinStar Casino is closing for 2 weeks, which is the largest casino closest to Dallas Fort Worth.
Huh. Craziness. Once the casinos start closing down, that's trouble. Yeah, it's the Enfamil soybean, pro soybean. So definitely. All right, we're gonna wrap it up for today. Thank you everybody for coming on and coming in the chat. I appreciate it. And hang in there, and we'll see you all tomorrow. Love you guys, and hope everybody stays okay. We'll see you tomorrow. Bye.
Bye,
everybody.